Welcome to a special moment in the college football calendar, the SEC Championship Game, the original conference championship game with a long history of classic moments and legendary performances. Welcome, folks, to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get right to the action. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. He hands it off from the gun. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game. Boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. That gain is good enough for a first down. Ball spotted at the 42.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a first down.
Back-to-back chunk plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. He goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
He dumps it off to the tight end, and he'll be brought down.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Breaking free at the 35. They finally get him down at the 10-yard line. Sets up a first and goal. What a play.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback.
Touchdown, Tennessee. He couldn't stop him there. Just getting settled in for this conference championship game. This offense already has put points on the board, Chris.
Man, they are not wasting any time at all settling into this football game. They got straight to their reads. Quarterback did a nice job of just kind of executing the game plan, and they're up 7 here early.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 25. Same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. We'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
I'm not sure the quarterback makes the right decision on this one. I think if he'd do it over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision. That one's incomplete.
And this pass is caught. That's good for a first down near the 40.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quick throw caught on the left side. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. That's a stop behind the line of scrimmage. They've got him for a 3-yard loss. And they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. Out of the gun now on third down. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. The punt will bounce out of bounds down at the 5-yard line. That's a great punt. Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. Escapes the pocket.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Important second down play coming up. Wants to throw it. The receiver grabs it. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
Running play called on third and short. He is stuffed at the line. It's going to bring up fourth down.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. So here comes the first play of the drive. They'll begin from their 47. Change the pre-snap look now. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
On the move now. Using his legs on the scramble. He's brought down, but not before crossing midfield of the 42.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
And it's incomplete even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 42. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. quick completion to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
They're able to get a short gain to make this third down a little bit more manageable, but it is third and long. So this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on third and long.
Caught quickly. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. It's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. Let's check out the stats now through the opening period. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the second quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
This defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get...
And it's intercepted. They read the screen perfectly. Look out, he's in the clear. That's the 20. Touchdown, Volunteers. The defense produces 6 points.
Oh, my gosh, he completely baits the quarterback here. Quarterback thinks he can dump it off to the running back. The defense anticipates it, steps in front of it, and goes to the house for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
I mean, Chris, you have to admire this offense. They continue to try to sprinkle in the run game, even though it's not been able to really get established. But they're not just becoming one-dimensional. You got to respect that, and hopefully at some point it'll pay off.
So the offense faces a third and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here, third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
The returner is tackled by this front coverage team. Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. This group is coming off a quick 3-and-out. Can they put something together in this drive? When they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Boy, how about the defensive speed there and the team pursuit? They recognize the toss sweep from the middle of the field and show their team speed to be able to eliminate this play.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Offense looking to throw the ball. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, the timing of this screen pass just seemed to be off. The defense almost waiting for the ball to be thrown. He had nowhere to go by the time he caught it.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He escapes the pocket. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get to him.
And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack.
For another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. You just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
The pass is caught, and will be brought down.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
We come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. The Volunteers bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. They'll kick it away here. The punt will bounce out of bounds down near the 20-yard line. So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Receiver in motion now. It's a shotgun run call. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Diving grab. What a play by that receiver.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
So a very makeable third down for the offense from the 29. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. The right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
This offense trying to get going has put together a positive drive here in the second quarter. Back to throw again. That's incomplete, even on a first down pass attempt. He felt heavy pressure.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Bama. Looked like a total bust there. Easy pitch and catch like you'd see in a Tuesday practice.
Yeah, that quarterback's eyes must have lit up on that play because you've got one of your players way downfield without any defender around him.
And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looks to the left, pass caught.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end to bring up a second manageable here for this offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Man, it's so valuable to have a back like this who can take a check down and turn it into a 1st down. That level of playmaking is such an asset to a team in today's game.
He's running out of time here. Caught way downfield and still running inside the 20.
This is really what separates a good running back from a great running back. Instead of just being a check down or a possibility involved in a screen game, this guy's actual wide receiver lined up in the backfield. That time you could see the versatility and what he brings to the table. He can come up with a big play.
Brought down to the completion, moves the ball down to the 4.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that's so demoralizing for a defense, especially for those star players who don't sub out as much. But a 4th quarter really starts to wear you out.
Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down.
Well, I thought he might shake free there. He's able to break one tackle, but give credit to the secondary. Good job of coming up and run support.
defense, clearly setting up to stuff the run here. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Cards. So the offense clicking now. They're building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. Comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Single back takes the handoff. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
This will likely be the last play of the half. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss of the play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Vols will kick this away to begin the second half. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards into the end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. He'll take a deep shot. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Play fake, looking to throw. Makes a quick catch. Tackle made after a solid game. Will spot the ball at the 34. First down and 10.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, this is exactly where you find out what you're made of as a team. When you're trailing coming out of the half, how do you respond? Well, we know how this running back's going to respond. What a statement to get this second half started.
Alabama getting set with a first and 10 now. Send the back in motion. First down. They're going to throw the football. Moves out of the pocket. Looks like he's going to run it. Makes the first on his own. Looking for more now. Scoots out of bounds after a nice pickup on that running play.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Looking to scramble. And he'll heave the ball deep down that right side. The outfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Chris, that's every quarterback's worst nightmare. A wide-open receiver streaking for a touchdown. You could throw a hook shot out there, let him get underneath it, and let him run to the end zone. What a missed opportunity.
Bringing pressure. Looking deep to the right after all that. It is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Man, just a tough way to start this second half for this offense. You know, when you get together at halftime, you make all the adjustments based on what you learned from the first half. And to come out and throw an interception in the second half, they got to adjust again.
And looking to throw now on first down. On the move now. Nothing open downfield, so they'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
2nd and 10 here. Ball handed off. And tackled after a small pickup there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Looking for a deep completion. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down. The Vols will bring their punt team onto the field. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking deep downfield with the left. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
He escapes the pocket. Extending the play now. And a nice gain there in the scramble. He saw an opening and tried to get there with his legs. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. 3rd down play here out of the shotgun. Catch made on the out route. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a 1st down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense, and let's face it.
And he's looking to make a big play downfield. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Could take it all the way. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return. Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working. And the completion made. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, it's a game, but you get the sense that this offense wanted a little bit more from that play.
That completion makes it 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st down, it's play action. Moves out of the pocket. He's going to take off here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, if nothing else is there, good decision by this quarterback to be able to pick up some positive yards. Rather see him do that than force the ball into coverage. Good heads-up play.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Looking for a man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Moves up 3rd down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
And he'll drop back here on third down. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And that punt will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. All right, so it's 1st and 10, back inside the 5-yard line. We're going to see how much this play caller trusts his quarterback. However, it's a safety.
Hey, the defense deserves a lot of credit for forcing this safety, obviously. But let's not forget about the punter and the special teams who put this offense in a tough position in the first place. Without that key punt, they would have had a lot more room to work with.
Breaks free. Time for one more play here in the quarter. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there. And Kirk, it's Tennessee on top as we take a break for the quarter. And they got to be feeling pretty good about things as we wrap up the third quarter. Let's review how we got here. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Wants some time, now lets it go. That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, it could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
Incompletion sets up a second down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. It's out of bounds as a short gain on play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the Vols pick up enough yardage for a first down. He's looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking to scramble. Just trying to get rid of it. Oh, and another incompletion.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
The Volunteers will have to kick this away. He's on for his 5th one of the day now. Kick it away here. That one lands and bounces out of bounds. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. Remember the last time out there, they surrendered a safety. They got to regroup from that right away. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back, just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the fourth quarter.
And the receiver's got it. They bring it down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
Hey, it's a nice gain here. They get the first down to stop the clock, but late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
And this defense has had a great game today. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've done a nice job of taking the run game.
Doesn't get rid of it. He's brought down way behind the line of scrimmage. That's a huge loss.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So here comes 3rd and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. It's an out route, the catch made. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kurt.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
And he's throwing for it on 4th down. Defense is coming after him, and they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
Boy, Chris, you just know down by a couple possessions late in this game, they had to be able to deliver here on this 4th down to give themselves a shot. By not getting the first down, this one feels like it's over.
They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. 2 clock with the running game. He goes nowhere. Stop full behind the line of scrimmage.
But these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Drop for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And a chance here to build the lead. They get a 3-score game in the final quarter. Oh, and he knocks it right through. And they add to their lead. Set for the kickoff here after adding to this big lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Brought down to the 42, so good job by the returner there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Any hopes of a conference championship depend on scoring and scoring quickly. Can they make a play? He'll hand it off. Final 2 minutes as this offense is desperate to get some points here quickly and try to stage a big comeback. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it again. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. And at 1st down, they go right back to him. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage. Tremendous run. He's these guys have had, and now they can call themselves champions of the SEC. That's one of the most difficult titles to earn in this sport. And now with the playoff looming, you can find out how they fare against the 11 other best teams in the nation. And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.